Hello folks, so this is the end of workday 10 and I've received some goodies from Amazon. Today has been the final day of foam removal, so I'll show you that at the end. But I'm sort of trying to press on to do the other stuff, and the other two pressing issues are making the boat watertight, weatherproof should I say, so that no further water ingress gets into the hull. At the moment, it's like a leaky sieve with the holes up above, and the hatches just are no cop. So I was going to be a bit ambitious with the hatches. I'm not just going to go with reusing the teak that I've salvaged and making some basic ones. What I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially use a process of cross-hatching the timber and then a polycarbonate sheet on top that'll be pressed down with stainless screws. It'll all be stainless hardware. I'm going with this because I don't really like dark interior boats. Now, if I put the front hatch as a polycarbonate sheet, the back hatch, as well as the ones that you sit on, I feel like it'll be a far more airy space when it comes to getting used. I will certainly not be using any more flathead screws, as these are a nightmare for power tools. So everything from now on is going to either be Allen key or the star one. Is that Phillips? I don't even know. Other little things that I have purchased. So this is a dowel maker. So my intention will be to, once the screws have been put in, you really want to cap the ends so that there's no moisture ingress. And I was humming and hawing about how to do this. Like, you could specifically buy a dowel, but I wouldn't be sure of what size diameter hole to use. With this, I can sort of cut it to size on the table saw, and then I can make my own dowels. So I thought this is worth a punt anyway. I also took a visit to the paint store. I think it's CC Paints in, I'm going to butcher this, but I think it's Garwen in North Wales near Holyhead. A fella called Roger, a really nice chap. We're chatting about like how to go forward with painting, because I really don't know what I'm doing beyond sort of looking on YouTube. And there's very different opinions on YouTube about how to go about painting a boat, and painting a boat to a sensible standard and a sensible price. And what we kind of settled on is when it comes to cutting and welding in new patches, I'll sand down and I will use a spot, just etching primer, I believe it's called, to initially cover the paint, and then for the rest of the boat, or that just for spot stuff, and then when it comes to the actual first coat of primer all over, it will be this QD Phosphate HB42 grey primer, Manor brand. Once I've got a couple coats of that grey primer on everything, I can then either decide on doing 1 part paint or 2-part paints. The 2-part paints are essentially epoxies, but I'll probably need to use a gun, a spray gun, which means using a compressor. I'm tempted to go down that route, but I'm a little bit undecided. If I go down the 1-part route, it's a higher level of repairability in terms of I don't need a spray gun at hand. I can just roll it on, and I can do that with the first couple coats as well. But the problem is, I don't think, from general consensus, that the 1-part is ever going to be as good as the 2-part. I've also purchased some teak oil. I'm going to start trying rejuvenating some of the teak on deck, because it's sorely needing it, and it'll be multiple coats, so it'll just soak up as much as possible, because I don't think poor Jacaranda's wood has seen any oil for years and years and years. I'll have a quick look, show you inside. It's pretty much the same as it was yesterday, except the fact that there is now no longer any foam inside. Let me go in. So now we're in, and you can see that the roof has all of its foam removed. I mean, it was a heck of a job. It was something that I sorely underestimated. So for me, I was expecting that to be a 1 or 2 day job. In reality, I think that's probably been 5 days of fairly consistent work on it, to the point where it gets quite tiring. But my hands have essentially been on pretty much all parts of this boat now, bar under the ballast. So I've got a very good idea, just a sense of feel of where there is rust areas. And this here, I spoke about yesterday, is the biggest sort of concern. But ultimately, I think once the top side is resolved, this area, and then this area here, I can breathe easy a little bit because this won't, the water won't get in while it's on hard standing. And then I can start to really worry about here. Still to do the hull assessment. That's all I've been able to achieve today. But yeah, that's all for now. Speak to you guys, not Wednesday, because I've got to work. But yeah, so Thursday it'll be. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.